The information, opinions, and suggestions shared here are not investment advice. Investment advice is provided through investment advisory agreements signed between brokerage houses, management companies, non-deposit banks, and clients. The opinions on this channel are my personal opinions only. These opinions belong to me. They may not be suitable for your own financial situation or risk tolerance. Therefore, you should not make investment decisions based on the information and opinions on my channel.
The information, comments, and advice shared here do not constitute investment consultancy. Investment consultancy services are provided based on investment agreements made between intermediary institutions, management companies, non-deposit takers, and customers. The settings on this channel reflect only my personal preferences. These apply to this domain. Financial risks and their extent may not be suitable for everyone. Therefore, no investment should be made based solely on the information and comments on this channel. Good luck to everyone. Have a great week. As of 11 o'clock on September 16th, we are heading into a very busy week in the money markets. This week, we are expecting highly volatile markets. We are continuing to closely monitor the markets, as decisions from 18 central banks will be announced. Among the most important of these are the Federal Reserve of the United States, the Central Bank of the Republic of Turkey, the People's Bank of China, and the Bank of England, all part of this 18-bank-filled week. We are entering a week full of extreme and sharp fluctuations. We'll focus on the individual instruments and what to pay attention to. The prices of these instruments have been updated. The Borsa Istanbul Index is at the level of 9,654 points. It started the week with a mixed performance. Will the decline continue, or will the upward trend persist? There is still indecision throughout this process. The short-term range of 9,450 to 9,850 points will be followed during the week. The index is currently above 9,850 points, with a potential test of the 10,000-point level again. However, with the upcoming central bank interest rate decisions, we are dealing with the market in anticipation. To reiterate, our last buy order was at the 9,274-point level, and we are currently on the sidelines without any active buy positions. The dollar exchange rate is at TL 33.97. The week started with an upward trend, and there is no breakdown in this band, with the support level at TL 33.80 and the resistance at TL 34.20. The pressure continues, and dollar declines are seen as an opportunity. The euro-dollar parity started the week at 1.120. The upward trend continues here. As last week continues, we will keep monitoring the 1.0950 to 1.1150 range until the end of the year. Can it hold at the 1.1150 level this week? Will the declines continue back down to 1.12? We continue to monitor this week. Especially in the euro-dollar parity, we are watching the 1.1050 to 1.122 range closely. Based on the interest rate policy, it could rise to the 1.122 level this week. I shared this week's analysis report in my corner on TV100.com, and now I'm sharing it verbally. The 1.0950 to 1.12 range remains intact, but for this week, we are focusing on the 1.1050 to 1.122 range again. The 1.0950 level remains on the lower side, while the broader range continues to be maintained. Nonetheless, we keep watching the upward potential towards the 1.122 level. The gold ounce price is at $2,585. The summary of last Saturday's gold and silver rally has already been reflected. From here, the focus will shift to the impact of central banks' interest rate policies on precious metals. The outlook for gold prices suggests upward momentum towards $2,596, $2,606, and $2,616, with potential new records this week. However, after the Fed's decision, the gold price remains supported at the $2,505 level, as we expected. The support level is at $2,505, and we are constantly monitoring the gold price movement. The actions of professional traders may seem more precise compared to individual investors. Therefore, it is important to protect your assets, especially as we anticipate new records for both gold and silver. The forecast for the end of the year still indicates gold prices of $3,000 to TL 3,500 per gram. As for gram gold, we continue to monitor the TL 2,880 resistance level in September, with expectations for new records each month. The year-end forecast for gram gold remains in the 3,000 to TL 3,500 range. Although we are closely following the gold ounce price, it is essential to protect the assets you have. The price of silver stands at $30.90, moving towards $31, and could test the $32 resistance this week. Those who have maintained their silver positions last week will see how right that decision was. The price of silver per gram is TL 33.7, with the next resistance at TL 34.50. This week, we will track the silver price in this range, especially the resistance at TL 34.50 and TL 37. Silver per gram has outperformed gold per gram once again. Oil prices continue their upward trend, with Brent crude at $71.72 per barrel. This week, we are closely monitoring the short-term range of $70 to $75 per barrel. Bitcoin, which previously tested the $60,000 level, is now at $58.90, starting the week with a 1.5% decline. The broad range of $54,000 to $64,000 remains intact, and those trading in Bitcoin should focus on this range. As you know, the Fed's interest rate decision is due on Wednesday evening. After that, we expect to see levels around $80,000 by the end of the year. This week, we are particularly watching the Fed, as they are pricing in a 25 basis point interest rate cut with a 100% probability, but there is also a growing expectation for a 50 basis point cut. If a 50 basis point cut occurs, Bitcoin could be ready for a significant rise, with a possibility of hitting $100,000. This has never been easier. Start trading on Bitlo today and invest in cryptocurrencies with just your ID. The 25 basis point interest rate cut has been priced in with a 100% probability by the markets, but the 50 basis point cut is being priced in with a 50% probability. Markets are anticipating a 25 basis point cut, but a 50 basis point cut would be a surprise. The Fed will announce its decision at 2100 hours on Wednesday, and it will be critical for global markets, the dollar's value, the euro-dollar parity, and the prices of gold and silver in both ounce and gram terms. The Central Bank of the Republic of Turkey will announce its interest rate decision on Thursday at 1400 hours. No rate cut is expected here. If any action is taken, it would be a big surprise for the markets, but the general consensus is that the Central Bank of Turkey will not make any changes to interest rates on Thursday at 1400 hours. Mark this on your agenda. On Wednesday evening at 21:30, Fed Chairman Powell will be making a statement, and it is crucial to follow this time closely. Thursday at 1400 hours is the key time for the Central Bank of Turkey's interest rate meeting. You should mark Wednesday evening from 2100 hours to 22:30, as we expect high volatility during this period, with sharp movements in both stocks and currency markets. In the gold ounce market, we need to focus on the broad range, with support at $2,540 and resistance at $2,619. The gold ounce price will continue to fluctuate within this broad range, with silver trading between $30 and $32. The movements in gold and silver ounces will be felt in gram gold and silver prices as well. For those holding positions, I believe it is important not to rush, as I have always emphasized, new record attempts will continue each month. Our target for gram gold in August was TL 2820, and for September, it is TL 2880. Our target for gram gold remains TL 2880, and we are on track with this. For the dollar positions, we had a resistance level of 2530. On the gold ounce side, we will either close our positions with a small loss or continue to hold. Wednesday evening and Thursday will determine this decision. Your roles are different from ours. As I have emphasized in my videos and last Saturday, I have been preparing you for the perfect storm in December, so do not exit your positions or make any sudden moves. Be prepared for significant volatility. As we expected, the week has started cautiously, with the market stuck in a narrow range until the Fed's interest rate decision. We will see more clarity after Wednesday, and a new trend will likely emerge. Especially throughout this week, I will be recording daily videos and providing commentary on the markets. It's a crucial week, with new technical expectations and market commentary needed each day. That's all for now. I wish you and your families a great week ahead.